Hi guys, welcome back to Zillennial Budgets. My name is Jess and today we're going to do a planning video. I've never done something like this before, but I thought it'd be exciting to plan out how I'm gonna save $5,000 by, I think I'm choosing June, like the end of June, beginning of July, so roughly 6 months starting February. The reason I'm doing that is because I got into my post-grad certificate program and they require me to pay half of the tuition now and then I believe the other half when school starts, which is in May. So I not only have to pay back my mom who loaned me the money to pay for most of my tuition, like the initial payment of my tuition, which was the $3,300, but also pay the other half. So I thought it'd be fun to sit down and do a plan with you guys and figure out, I kind of have a rough plan of what I'm going to do, but figure out essentially how I'm going to save that money and use real numbers, because I think a lot of people would appreciate seeing like actual real numbers that apply to someone's life when planning out a big life goal or saving a lot of money like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly write the header, which is not super exciting, and then we're gonna get into this. I also write sideways, guys, like this is how I write, so it's going to look like this, and I apologize now. I've always written like this. It's the most comfortable for me, especially when I wear nails, so I apologize now, I really do, because I know it's not conventional for people to literally write sideways. So okay. This is going to be complicated purely because my school is in Canada and I'm currently in the US. So I'm working with American dollars, but I'm paying my tuition in Canadian dollars. So there's going to be a little bit of like currency conversion in this video, so that will be a little confusing, but typically when I work with Canadian dollars and I'm saving in US dollars, I will convert it and then maybe like add $100 so I have kind of like that buffer. Tuition is 6,600 Canadian dollars. So I sent my $3,000, so I sent $3,000 in American dollars, which is roughly $3,800, but I only had to pay the $3,300 initially. So I sent 3,000 US dollars, which was roughly 3,800 Canadian. Now, where I took this from, so to break it down, I took from my school fund, I took $600. I took it from the trailer fund, and I took $700. And then my mom let me borrow the rest, which I believe was 1,700. Yes. So then mom savings was $1,700, and these are all in USD. So I have to not only pay back these two, so school I don't have to, because like that was the purpose of having that money, was to pay for tuition or whatever it may be. So these two I have to pay back, but because I only needed 3,300 and I sent 3,800, there's a $500 buffer that I'm going to keep for trailer. So it's a 500 Canadian dollar buffer, so I need to look up what the difference is. Hey Siri, what is 500 Canadian dollars in USD?
$389.86.
So it's roughly $400 that I don't have to account for trailer. So with the 700 US dollars, I can subtract 400, and that means I only need to pay back $300 because there's a $500 buffer that's in my account that I will use for trailer when I need it. So I need to then from here So I did my tuition, which is $6,600 minus $3,300, which is the initial payment that I paid, and it leaves me with 3,300 Canadian dollars is what I have left to pay. So from here, 3,300 Canadian dollars is... Hey Siri, what is 3,300 Canadian dollars?
3,300 Canadian dollars is equivalent to an amount of money of about 2,580 US dollars.
So it's about, I'm gonna say 2,700. It's $2,580. I could round it up to 2,600. I'm going to do 2,700 just in case, which means to pay, I still have to save 2,700 US dollars. Complicated. Okay, so I probably need this by, I want to say the beginning of May, if I'm going to be very honest. So that means I have February, March, and April to save for it. So 2,700 divided by 3, oops, what am I doing? By 3 is $900 a month that I have to save for this. So this is divided by 3, $900 a month. Now, I am lucky that a lot of my bills, I have extra money in it, like cushions. Primarily, I guess, for this reason, because the next 3 months, if I have to save $900 a month for tuition to have it by May, is going to be a very tight squeeze. I don't think I'll be able to stuff any of my sinking funds, and I will throw all the money I can to my bills. I still have to pay my rent, which is $400 a month. I do have a cushion of $100, and then I still have to pay my phone bill. I still have to pay the Wi-Fi. I still have to pay Spotify, and I actually do have a sticky note here of everything I have to pay. I have my saving goals, obviously, of like my savings and my emergency fund and trailer and family loan. Plus, I still want to save for Mother's Day, Christmas, and my friend's wedding. But these are like the priorities I have for the next 6 months, with a very tight budget. And so if I'm not able to pay everything in here, I want to make sure at least something goes into all these funds. I did originally have $825 for school, but I decided that actually in this moment that it's better if I do $900 a month for 3 months and make sure I have that, because I'm gonna have to pay it by May and then free up my budget after that. So that takes care of that, but I still have to pay back the $1,100, and I still have to pay back the $300 for trailer. So that is an additional to pay back, that is an additional $2,000. And also keep in mind, when I start school in May, I will not be babysitting anymore, which is my part-time job, which is pretty much half of my paycheck, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I will be going from babysitting. I was babysitting last year 6 days a week. Now I'm down to 4. Once I start school, I will go down to 2 days a week, just Fridays and Saturdays. If they still want me to babysit, because with COVID, they're super cautious about like letting people into their house. And I'm not sure if they're gonna want me on board if I can only go 2 days a week, when they're gonna have to find someone else for the other 4. So we'll even see if I have that paycheck anymore. I might only have my office job, which is really the bare minimum, but I'm also hoping by May, maybe I have a full-time job that's better paying. We're putting that into the universe. I really need it. But if I'm just working with what I have right now, I might not have my second job come May. So after the 3 months for doing that, I still have to pay $2,000 back to my trailer fund and to my mom, and I do want to pay it back this year. I don't want my mom to be stuck because I took like almost $2,000 from her. So the plan for this, so I'll be done this by May, correct? So, okay, so this will be, these 3 months is February, March, and April. So for this $2,000, I have May, June, July. What if I did 3 months for it? So 2,000 divided by 3. Nope, that's not what I wanted. divided by 3. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I forgot how hard it is to do anything with nails. So it's $670 a month. What if I did, oh my goodness, I'm getting purple marker all over me. What if I did 2,000 divided by 6, if I did 6 months, which is just, I guess, the last 6 months of the year, it would be about like $350. So if I did this divided by 6, it's not exact, it's like $333, but I'll round it up to $350. So if I divide this by 6, so rest of the year, and I'm also doing this from May onwards. I put that here, May 21 onwards. It should be $350 a month. So I think that is the goal that I have for this. I think it actually does end up being more than $6,600 with all this like conversion rates and yada yada, but this is what I know that I took from my school fund, I took from the trailer, and I took from my mom, and that's what made the $3,000 I sent over. And then I have to pay back, I still have to pay an additional $3,300, which is going to be roughly $2,700. The money left over from this, because I should have $100 left over, will just go into my school fund, because I actually might have to buy books. I'm not too sure how that's going to work with it being online school, but I don't want to be screwed over and not have money for books. And then I need to then pay back $350 just to this. I'm going to put it in school, but paying back my mom and the trailer fund for the rest of the year. It's gonna be a really tight budget for the next 3 months if I'm gonna have to fork over $900 every month just for school. I only make $570 every 2 weeks at my big kid job, like my office job, so I don't actually make all that much. For the whole month, if I'm able to get my like $570 every 2 weeks, I only make $1,140 minus $900. It gives me a buffer of $200 just from my office job. I do have babysitting for the next 3-4 months, but it's gonna be really tight, and I think that's why my sinking funds and everything else is just gonna have to take a backseat for now, and I'm just gonna focus on these, which is rent, school, groceries, savings, emergency fund, phone, Wi-Fi, trailer, family loan, taxes, because that's going to come from my babysitting job, Mother's Day, Christmas, Spotify, my friend's wedding, weekly, and my Bank of America fee. But I think this is the plan for saving $5,000 for, I guess, the rest of the year. I was going to do 6 months, but I guess because I split these, that it won't necessarily be 6 months. It's going to be more like 9 months. But this is the plan. I'm super excited. I've never saved this much amount of money in like 1 year, let alone less than a year. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like it. Please join me on this journey. I'm gonna need so many people keeping me accountable for this, because it's gonna be so stressful, especially with like a very low income paycheck from both jobs. And also send me good vibes. It's to hope that I can find a full-time paying job that's like a lot better than my situation now. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. If you have any suggestions for this plan and this layout, please let me know. I'm totally open to suggestions and advice for what I could do differently, what could be more effective. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.